Help us speak and do you have anything? You help us speak the pen from Mr. Mali. That is there. Maybe if Marcus has one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to finish. I want you to go and ask for the name.
Really there. Small things. Him a foil, but doesn't know a foil. Yeah, my second record just go to yourself. Who that? Right.
Wait.
So, okay. Break down all. Take class. Actually, which is coming to think. It's there. 192. What?
What's the difference?
What's it? European flow, please. I hope you have put my back here. I know. You up.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the final game of the day here today. Sport S Volleyball Club taking on UCU. It's a much anticipated game. These two, it's always interesting as they face off. And I am Shamira, and I'm going to be here with you this evening, taking you through this game with the commentary. Yes, we are looking forward to such an exciting matchup. The last time these two met, UCU lost 3-0 to Sport S Volleyball Club in the league. And of course, talking about Zone 5 as well, Sport S having won that game 3-1 against UCU. Well, it's going to be really an exciting match, to say, because every time these two face up, it's electric, very, very electric. But for those that are tuning in and watching us live, please feel free to send in your comments. I'll be reading those comments for you guys so that we can engage. But we've had three games today. We had VVC taking on UCU in the morning, and unfortunately for UCU, they lost that game 3-0. So it's sort of like tit for tat, because even in the first round, VVC lost to UCU 3-0. And then after that, we had KCCA taking on Police, and that game surprisingly as well ended 3-2 in favor of KCCA. Tight and interesting game that we had here today. Yes, players all showcasing their new skills after that Zone 5 tournament. And then now we are having Sport S Volleyball Club. We see they're not having Daniel, their go-to opposite player today, because he got injured during Zone 5. He's going to be sitting out this game. But we see the one and only Johnson Rukundo, also known as the GOAT, is available for this game today. So please, I tell you, it's going to be really exciting, and I mean it when I say that. And of course, the coaches are speaking to their teams. They're just going to have a chat and see how they can be able to prepare for this game. But I tell you, it was a wonderful Zone 5 that we had both teams taking part in the same group, same pool, and Sport S was the victorious team that time against UCU, as I've mentioned earlier. So I think UCU will be looking really to push, but also Sport S having lost their final two games against Nemesis and KCCA before we headed into the Zone 5. They'll also be looking to see how they can compensate themselves, because they need to get back to their top position. Because at the moment, Nemesis is leading the table with Sport S in position 2 and UCU in 3rd and KCCA in 4th place. And we are heading into the final games of the season, so all teams that are playing will be really interested in keeping their positions, so remaining in their top positions, so that they can qualify for playoffs and be in a better position to even win the championship as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Spurs don't in the black and yellow jersey, you see you in the blue and white. The game is up, ladies and gentlemen. Service coming in from UCU. Of course, with the usual starting lineup, Adome Hussein in the setting position, Opus and Mark O'Mara as the receiver attackers. Ellie and Ian are going to be in coming through the middle. And now the first choice opposite for this game is going to be Kevin Amanya. Service error there from Adome Hussein. And of course, on the Sporters side, we see Alan is going to be getting back into that receiver attack position with Moses, the setter, Alan and Rukundo Johnson playing as the receiver attackers. Rukundo, this being his first time start in a league game since last season for Sport S. Actually, since 2 seasons back for Sport S. Yes, and the team Dickens will be playing through the middle with Samuel Engwaru Agara as the libero there, and of course Ogful as the libero for Team UCU. Jonah is going to be starting out as well. Sport is having a few injuries from their side, and a few players that are maybe not physically able to play this game, but physically present on the lineup. That is Duke Chomukama and Jonathan Tumukunde. Mark O'Mara with the service. Pick for earlier for Agava there. A shutdown on that overpass is Eli just watching very closely as he sends that ball back. And for those who have tuned in to watch us online, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting. Yeah, Dennis and Modest as well. I see you. Thank you for tuning in. I see Gerald as well. Thank you for your support for your teams. Alan with that big hit down the line there, and that point goes to Team Sport S. Coach Memory Dube is going to be the first coach for Sport S Volleyball, as she was in Zone 5. She's going to be the head coach for the team today. The team Deacons. Oh, the referee is going to call for a video challenge there. Net touch. Calling for a video challenge here for net touch. Service for Team Deacons. Through the middle. Early, just shut down there by Samuel Ngwai. Just waiting for him. Watching closely and committing to his man. Modest asking if there is a video challenge. Yes, there is a video challenge, and you saw the referee requested for it. But I think there was a slightly technical issue there, and we couldn't quite get it. But the video challenge is there for ball in, ball out at the moment, and not for net touch. That is an ace service this time from Team Deacons. Sport is just on having an impressive start this game. Not their usual starting lineup, but they're doing very, very well as a team, just connecting on that play. 6 points, 3-point lead, still very, very early in this game. Service this time for good pick early. Once again, fails to just pass there in the middle against Samuel. This time it's an error from him on the net. Doesn't quite get that ball over. Very, very early timeout has been called for Team UCU. It's really tough for them at the moment. The start is not quite well. The pass is coming in sometimes, but the attackers are not scoring. Sometimes the pass is not there. So Sportes is just in a better position at the moment. Opus this time in position 4 there, but also unable to play the ball over. It seems like the UCU side is playing against the net there. They're just attacking most of their balls on the belt and not really going over. Rusty play for them at the moment. Team Deacons still having a good service run, still on that service dump. Well picked. Moses coming in with a set, and unfortunately doesn't quite get it right there for Alan. That ball will be going out. Finally, UCU getting the much needed side out, and able to get Ellie out, and Ian is coming onto the front court. Service error there from Ellie. Opus block touch. Sam is just all over the ball there, and this time watching Ian closely as well. He's just got eyes on the ball all the time, everywhere. Ian also unable to go through. I think a lot is going through the mind of Hussein right now, trying to see which attacker he can go to for a point, because at the moment none of the UCU attackers is getting through. Opus again blocked. Chance. Oh, Alan all over that overpass. Oh, it's a defense, but it's just crossing onto the Sport S side. 7-point lead for Team Sport S in this first set already. Set to Kevin, shut down once again by Alan, and Samuel, sort of like a middle blockers combination block there. They are there, and you can see how they move in sync, seal that up, and just bring Kevin back down. Nicholas is starting on the bench for this game for Team UCU. Service error from Johnson. He's the opposite attacker for today's game. Still a 7-point lead. Kevin will go into service this time. Alan picks, setter goes to him. Big hit down the line. What a play. Smart choice there from Moses. He knows that Hussein, the setter, has just gone onto that front court. And with Sam moving, Ian is unable to also get onto that block and join. Now Alan is going into service. A lot of things not working well for the team or UCU at the moment. A lot to think about. The pass isn't quite there. A lot of overpass. Muluri Emmanuel, the setter, will try to confirm him again this time, but he seems to just find it difficult at the moment to get off the ground and just jump and spike that ball. But he's on for the team as well. Has to step into that role. Alan with the pick. Samuel, movement, quick set through the middle, and he's able to just side out quickly. Sport is on to the business in this first set. Look at that set. Two blockers are jumping, but the set is just right where Samuel Engwau wants it. A lot not working for Team UCU. Hussein talking to his attackers. They are making his communication. They are still not yet into this game. Service error this time from Samuel Engwau. Two service errors from Sporters so far. A service! Very beautiful service for Ian, going after Alan there. And I think it's a wise service there, because he knows Alan has been playing through the middle and has been off the receiving for a little bit now. He's back into that role. Of course, he can't have forgotten how he plays it, but could be challenging for him today. But this time he's able to make the pass. Moses going to Emma. Ball is well blocked. You see chance. Mark O'Mara going for the dump and able to get that much needed side out. You see really closing this gap now to 6 points. They're trying to actually 5 points now. It's been a 7-point lead, and they've narrowed it down to 5 points. And with Ian in the service box, it's going to be a big opportunity for them to see if they can side out. But Alan passing really well. Moses this time again going back to Muluri Emmanuel, the veteran for the team, and he's able to just have one blocker there, swing through cross court and get that side out as well. With pick from Opus, the setter will go to Mark O'Mara. he is able to get a block touch. Mark O'Mara, one of the best attackers on the side of UCU, their go-to receiver attacker, the captain as well. And then we'll see the setter going to him several times with that running ball out. Alan, tough pick. Agama will set. Oh, big swing from Johnson Rukundo, and he gets that side out. It's an off-system play, and he's able to do well on it. Eli, I see Kevin hesitated to jump there on that ball. Muludi Emmanuel with the serve, good pick from Ogusul. Back set, Mark O'Mara on that play. Like I mentioned, the setter is going to look for him several times. He's their go-to attacker. One blocker there. Otim Dickens a bit late, and a much needed side out. UCU does quite get it again to close the gap to 5 points now, to narrow it down. Oh, Agaba with that wonderful movement. Otim, quick set through the middle, but he misses the court. But very good reading there from Agaba. Tough pick. Moses will go to Alan off system. He misses the court as well, doesn't even get the hands there. UCU just really narrowing that gap all the way from 7 points, and now just 3 to really fully close it up. And the game is still on, still early. They're not yet into the late game, and it's still a big chance for UCU if they can be able to catch up. Good pick. Where's Moses going? This time goes to Rukundo. Johnson in position to the opposite attacker of the day, and he's able to get that block touch out. Pipe set there, but no touch, no hands for Mark O'Mara. Otim Dickens, we saw him have a good service run earlier on in the set. He's back into that service box, going for his second round in the second time of his service. Oh, and it's an ace service. The captain just showing his team how it's done in the service box. Very good play from him. And captain to captain, Mark O'Mara. Unfortunately, one of the best receivers of the UCU side doesn't quite play that ball. Otim Dickens this time to Ogusul, sort of an overpass. Eli just ready, sending that ball into the ground. Very hard hit, heavy hands from him. I usually call that a statement hit, but I think it was good movement, because you could see the ball almost crossing over onto the side, and Hussein just making that small touch, giving Eli a chance to make his side out. Good pick from Agara. Moses going to Johnson, and this time Johnson is just taking advantage of Opus there, just using his hands. Opus is placing his block actually quite well, but Moses is just taking advantage of the hands, getting those block touches. That's Johnson now on the service. He missed his first serve. This time he's able to get the second one. Oh, very beautiful set from Hussein, and just beautiful delivery from Opus on that swing. 20 for Sport as 15 for UCU. The game is still on. The set is still on. It's just the beginning for team UCU, for team Sporters as well. Oh, very good watch. Hagawa will get into that setting well. Alan, it's a block out, and he doesn't actually touch that ball as it goes out. So it is going to be a point for Team Sporters. Very good, good watch, good eyes, because that ball could have touched him on its way out. Tough luck for UCU. The blocks are there, but I still feel they're not yet ready. They're not into this game yet. Hussein. Oh, he's now actually getting there, because he started to set for his players. He started to get those sets out, and some is still committing to his middles, just unable to join on the outside. Substitution for Team Sport S, JB. John Bosco Tembo will come on for Alan. That's and shirt number 18. He's usually a libero as well, but today he's just going to be there for the defense. And there he goes, making his first defense. Muludi Emmanuel. Big block. You can see Ian trying to make that screen on Samuel there, but Sam able to read very, very well, and Spotters able to get that block. Moses and Sam combined. Substitution for Sport S this time. Malik is coming on for Samuel Engwao, sub as well. He's also played as a libero and a receiver attacker for Team Sport S as well. And I tell you right now, the backcourt defense for Sport S is just loaded with these players, JB and Malik as well. UCU still struggling on the attack, on the pass, and Sport S defense just still there. Malik, oh, that is going to be a carry called on Ogusu on his first pass. Timeout called for Team UCU, second timeout for them in this game so far. Like I mentioned, they're not yet in the game, they're not yet the UCU that we usually see playing. I feel the attacks are not yet working quite well. The passing is not yet there. The defense, the net defense as well, is still lacking. And as for Spotters, things seem to really be working out for them so far. The pass is on, the services are on, the defense is on. So much is going well for their side, despite having most of their crucial players off at the moment. But I tell you, volleyball is an interesting game. As you see, you're struggling this first set, but we could see them playing a whole, an entirely different sort of play in the second set. Very good service from Malik. Big play from Amanya Kevin, getting that touch off the hands. I think Kevin is one of those players that we've not seen so much, but one of those players that is trying to step up his game, especially for UCU. And it's good to see him get that opportunity to get on court and start the game as well. Agaba going for the tips. Moses looking for Mululi Emmanuel. Quick set on the outside, and Emma just able to get that block out. Very good set from him. Set point for Sport S. It's been an interesting first set for them. Moses with the serve. They are going after Marco Mara. Kevin just left with no blockers there, but misses the court. And that is the first set, ladies and gentlemen. Sport S takes it away. A very easy first set for them. 24-25-16. They've done well on their first set, and a lot of things not going well for Team UCU. But I look forward to the second set. I tell you, volleyball is very interesting. You always see the team goes through different changes as they play. So I look forward to the second set. I don't know, maybe UCU could do better. But looking at those team stats, 7 errors for Sport S and 8 for UCU. But what makes the difference for this set is the number of blocks that Sport S has and the ace services. 6 blocks in just the first set and 2 ace services. And attacks, even if they're on the same level, Sport S has just done much better on UCU, much better than UCU in terms of the net defense. And usually that's what makes the difference for the men's game. But second set underway. For those who are watching online, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for loving volleyball, Ugandan volleyball. I don't know wherever you're watching from, Uganda, Rwanda, East Africa, the whole world. Thank you for tuning in. And the game is really interesting. Please advise your friends as well to subscribe to Sport S channel and enjoy classic volleyball and enjoy Ugandan volleyball as well. And we are back for set two, ladies and gentlemen. Sport A starting us off with that first point for their side, starting us off where they ended in the first set. No significant changes on either side of the teams in terms of players on court. Both sides have maintained. Mark O'Mara again with that cross-court hit. He's doing well going cross-court. It's always quite well. It always works quite well for him. And now he's going into the service. Also one of the very good servers for Team UCU. Side out for Team Sport S. Quick side out at that. Service this time from Louis Emmanuel going after Mark. The setter will go to Kevin. Oh, ball is still up. That ball, the referee blew the whistle. I think he thought that ball was down, but it was still up, kept up by Team Sports, and he's going to call that a common point because that ball had not gone down yet. That is going to be a common point. Second chance for UCU to score. Second chance for Sport S to get that service. Really, this time missing the serve, sending it in the net. Service. Tough pick. Moses will go to Otim Dickens. Gets that block touch off of Ian. Samuel Engwao will come on. Otim Dickens with the service. Good serve. Kevin just enjoying himself there. Alan is really not starting with his attacker there. He's starting through the middle. Service. Oh, Samuel Engwao. Ball is kept alive. Very good eyes for UCU. Ukundo with the dump, picking that set up, and Moses, typical of him, just gives that ball back to him. It's a score for Sport S. Look at that play. He picks it up and he knows his attacker is there. One-man block, and is able to get that point. I tell you, I mentioned how we'd see a probably different UCU, and we are seeing how they've improved on their attack. The attacks are going in. Opus now on the service. Very good serve, tough pick for Alan Samuel Enkwao to the middle. Ball is, oh, unfortunately for Sport is not kept alive. Ian just doing that funny play where he's screening in the play. It is not forbidden, it's actually allowed. He can do what he wants to make sure his team gets the play. Sam blocked, ball is kept alive. Backward set for Johnson. Oh, Moses with that quick dump. Mark O'Mara, no block, and he misses the court. I think he tried to send that hit as quickly as possible, but none of the players actually jump with him, and he doesn't quite get the court. Service, oh, ace service for Alan Alinda there on Ogusul. He tries to receive it overhead, doesn't quite get it, unfortunately. Alan will go back into service. Oh, this time Alan misses, but the players seem to think that ball is on. We see Emma Okia just there watching his team playing. Emma Okia had surgery on his knee, and he will be out for this season. Maybe we could see him in action back late next season. But a quick recovery to him. Samuel Engwao with the service, good pick from Mark Hussein going for the dance. Very smart play. I tell you, I mentioned how we could see different plays coming in from UCU, and that is one of them. Very good play, smart from the setter. Both teams not allowing the other to leave and go away with the lead. The team Dickens, classic ball that usually goes for that shooting ball in the middle. Of course, he scores on it. Moses on the service. Very good pick from Ogusu through the middle. Eli off the hands of a team is able to get that much needed side out. I tell you, the teams are not allowing each other to just run away. Oh, what a set, what a hit from Muruli Emmanuel. One block there, and he's able to get that side out. Very good game reading there for Moses. Tough pick for UCU. I think both teams are still struggling to block a one-on-one when and both setters are just continuing to have their attackers with one-one block. This time, Mululi able to get the service on. Mark O'Mara through the middle on the pipe. Very good play there. Picks that ball up, passes quite well to the setter, and just follows it through and gets that point. Last pick for Agava. UCU will take the lead in this game for the first time. That's been Moses has been called an overreach as he tried to play that ball. Chance again for UCU on the service. Very good service from Eli, but he doesn't quite get the court. Was risking it all this time to make it very difficult. The team Dickens also a very good server. We've seen how he's made it very difficult for UCU in the first set, and all the time he's going in the service zone. And this time you can see he's going after Opus. Kevin blocked. That ball is kept alive. Chance for UCU. Opus taking a swing. Spotters now with the chance. Again, UCU with the chance. Mark O'Mara through the middle again on the pipe, and is able to get that play. Smart play from the setter. All options are there, but he chooses to go to the captain, and he knows that point is coming. Very good service from Kevin. Samuel Ngwao, quick set through the middle. Just sends that ball hard on the UCU side. That's a hitting error for Opus. One-man block there on Moses, but he doesn't quite get through. Johnson back on the service. Spotters taking the lead back, but still 1 point lead. Oh! Johnson missing the court as well. You could almost think that ball is on, but it is out. Opus on the service. Good pick from Alan Moses. We go to him. He's got the setter blocking him. Hussein. Back O'Mara blocked, but that is a net touch called on spot S. UCU will take the lead again. Net touch there by Samuel Ngwao. Very good service. You see he's going after Alan in the service. This time, again, one-man block. Samuel moves. That is the advantage of getting a good pass in. And the setter has options, can make decisions, quick decisions. Ian committing to Samuel and doesn't get there in time for the block. Alan going after Ogusule again on the service. Mark O'Mara, what a play, very smart play from the captain. He takes a swing, and then just on the last minute when you'd expect him to hit, he just goes for the dump. Pass from Agara. Really very hard hit. Mururi is one of those players that will put power on that ball, whether good or bad, whether off system or not. And you can see it was sort of like not his usual ball, but he still goes hard and he's able to get that block touch. And you can see the frustration from Hussein. He almost had that block. Hussein there with Eli. Samuel Ngwao this time able to get his service on. Eli with that beautiful hit through the middle. Two blockers there for him, but he's still able to rip through the block and get that ball on court. A service for UCU. The referee is asking for clarification from the video assistant referee because he's not sure if that ball is on, and we'll wait here to confirm if that ball is actually on. And yes, that is an ace service for Adome Hussein. Ball has been confirmed to be on. Ladies and gentlemen, we've improved our video challenge system here so that we do not have dissatisfaction from the fans and from the players as well. and it is going quite well thanks to ST Media. Tough play for team. Mark O'Mara, very big hit down the line. UCU now 3-point lead for them. Tough play for Sport as they will call their first timeout in this game and the first timeout in this set. But what a hit from Mark, off system play, and it goes hard. Back from that timeout, UCU leading by 3 points. Coach Memory right there, the head coach for Sport S, this time for Sport S men's team. Really, this time able to rip through the block and give Sport S a much needed side out. Moses is going into that service box. I think Ellie was a bit late there, that block. Moses going after Mark again on the service. Mark picking that up and going to follow. Moses, rare error from him on that set. Very, very rare error that we see. That will be called a foul. 2 touches. It is 18-15, ladies and gentlemen, on the scores. Johnson shut down. Sport S just continuing to defend. Ellie, beautiful hit. I tell you, UCU now scooping a 4-point lead. I told you we'd see a different UCU in the second set, and changes have come in now. Moses is out, and Julius is coming on. Julius Nuwahereza, the second setter for Sport S. Very good service from Mark. Johnson able to serve it. Now it's Kevin this time from the backcourt. A very good set from Hussein. One-handed set. And Kevin just hitting very high on the block. Another change is coming in for Sport S. JB will come on for Alan. Service again. Back O'Mara. This time JB with a very good pick. Team Dickens. Oh, they do save the ball. It's a free ball. Chance again for Sport S. Team Dickens going for that confirmation. But Moses will go to Muruli. You see very impressive defense from them. And they do take it away. They are so fired up in the set. Very good defense from Ogusu, the libero. Very, very good play for UCU. 6-point lead for them. I think they've got this set in their hands now. Another error for Sport S on that play. Service is good from Mark O'Mara. The captain is doing very, very well on that as well. Sport S is now forced to call their second timeout. Jonathan Tumukunde will come on as well. The team Dickens this time able to get through the block. Spotters getting a much needed side out. They're still now 6 points behind for Spotters. No changes have been made there. JB will be on the front court. Early through the middle. He's attacked in that same position like several times. Almost each time he's gotten a set, he's gone down to position 5. And there's a way he's just hitting that ball very sharp and quick. Tough beat. JB with the attack. Oh, Opus blocked ball is kept alive. Jonathan, simple and easy on the pipe, and he's able to get that point. Otin Dickens on the service. Oh, it's an error. Very rare error. We've seen him serve on court all his services, and for the first time in this game, he misses the court. Set point for UCU. Very easy set for them as well. Tough pick. Set in 4. Opus just missing that court there. No touch on that block. And the first set point saved for Sport Ace. Going for the dump, and he gets it. That is the set, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1 for 1-1 in the sets there. Sport Ace 1, UCU 1. Both sets just ending in a similar way almost. Both teams are just hitting each other. And I told you it's going to be an interesting game. I'm just excited to know who is going to actually go away with the third set. And that could be the most crucial set as well for the team that will take it. So that's been the second set. I told you how we could see a different UCU, and we've seen it. For those that are supporting your teams there in the comments, thank you so much for tuning in. I see Abalo Caroline always on as well. Go Sport S, that's what she says. And then I see Josephine Mubanjizi. Let's go Sport S. Go UCU, go boys UCU. That is Mutoni Pofia. Thank you for tuning in, Mutoni, as well, for supporting your team. And I see Victor saying he's excited to see Rukundo back on court. Yes, Rukundo is back on, and hopefully he can continue to maintain his play, and we could see him getting back to those to that great volleyball that we used to know him for. But that's the set, ladies and gentlemen. 5 errors for UCU, 6 for Sport S. No blocks, but the difference that UCU has made has come in on the attacks, and they've done well really to go through that Sport S defense. Let's just wait for that third set.
You wanna watch it? You have a second ball, yeah?
Back for the second set, for the third set, sorry. Net touch called on Sport as 3-man block there. The change has come in for Team Sport as Jonathan Tumukunde is going to be on court with his brother Rukundo Johnson. But Tumukunde Jonathan is going to be the receiver attacker of the game, and Johnson is maintaining that opposite position. Service going to Jonah. Or team with that attack. Kevin! 1-man block, but he tries to just sink that ball in the ground. Unfortunately, it just ends up on the belt. No block touch. Service through the middle, this time Eli changing the direction of his hit and going down to position 1. Back Omara, we saw him being very lethal in the service box in that second set. I think he's gotten his momentum there, and we could see him continuing to go hard. Yes, and he does go hard. Ace service from Mark Omara. Oh, you will forgive me, I mentioned that Jonathan was playing in receiver attack position, but no, he is not. It is Rukundo Johnson who's now switched back to his usual receiver attacking position, and Jonah is going to play in opposite. The setter will go to him immediately. Quick score for him. Service from Ochin, this time he doesn't miss it. Kevin Allen watching him very close, and this time able to just shut him down. No way through for Kevin on that play. But I tell you, Kevin is one of those players that has stepped up his game despite that block against him. He's doing well for his team. He's getting some of the scores in. And every player has room for error sometimes. Service error, second service error for our team in this game, but his first service error in this set. First service error for Sporters as well in this set. Eli, another good server for UCU. Johnson with the trick. Moses will go to Samuel Engwau through the middle. Sam all over the balls on the net. That is a foul called on Hussein. 2 touches by the first referee, Malay Calvin. Oh, sorry, not Malay. sorry, guys. Sorry about the call on the referee. that is Marcos there. Sorry. Oh, Kevin, very good defense from Mutundo. Moses, very good eyes from the setter, but good pick from Ogusul. It's a dump that is just blocked by Samuel Ngwao. Actually, it doesn't quite go over, so there is no touch. So those are 4 hits on the side of UCU. Very good service, off-system ball. What is Opus going to do? Goes for the swing. Johnson with that first hit on the pipe. Alan getting this time a block touch, and that is going out. Off-system set, Alan goes for free ball. Ball is kept alive. Opus able to get that much needed side out, and gets even luckier with that touch on the net, the ball touching the net as well. But good defense from Sport S. Good pick. Samuel, quick set through the middle. You could see him communicating to the setter earlier before the service came in, and it's very quick. He's almost in air before the setter contacts that ball. Tough play for Ian. I think Ian is finding it a bit hard at the moment to see how to go around Samuel. But same goes for Samuel. Ian has been going through. Service error from Alan Alinda. Opus with the serve. Very good pick from Alan. Moses again. That ball is out. But that's a very good set there from Moses. You see you really trying to push and close that gap. Sport S seems to be demanding for a video challenge, and you know each team has 2 chances to challenge for video challenge. They have 2 chances, and the referee seems to say that the coach didn't call for video challenge, but Sport S is insisting that they need to call for a video challenge. But we don't know if the first referee is going to actually give them. He doesn't actually give them that challenge. I think they're asking for net. Johnson with his classic hit, but he's well picked. Moses going to Samuel. Ogusul all over that one. Mark Omara going for the dump. Is it kept alive? Yes, Scottish does keep it alive. Very good defense from both sides. But there goes Ian through the middle there. Very good play from the young man. Look at that very quick set. Just completes his swing on that attack. Good pick from Alan. Moses will go to Johnson, this time taking advantage of Adome Hussein on that block. And Sport is finally getting a match needed side out to push their lead back on again. Good serve, good pick. Oh, what a play from Mark O'Mara. He sees that gap that Moses leaves just right on the line there and sends that ball quick into position 6. We are level, ladies and gentlemen, 9-9. It's an interesting game. Both teams are not letting each other to just run away. And we saw that until UCU was able to finally get that. Oh! Rukundo, like someone mentioned here, missing Rukundo. There you go. Rukundo back into the position he loves the most there, in position 4. And he's got all his scores at the moment. Very good service from Moses. Oh, Hussein looking to go for the dump, but doesn't quite get it. Very, very unexpected error from him. He tried to go for the dump, but look at those eyes from Jonathan. He's watching him as well. Moses again with that big serve. Off-system ball, we've seen Max score these, but this time it's a beautiful touch from Jonah. Jonah quickly with that swing in position 4. You can see the set was a bit quick. I think that actually somewhat killed the momentum there, and Hussein doesn't go for the jump. Good touch from Eli though on that block. UCU calling their first timeout, very early timeout. Sporters with a 3-point lead in the set. A lot of things now not working for UCU. Net defense against Sporters. They've not had any blocks in this game so far, except they've had only one block actually that they had in the first set, and the Sporters already having about 7 blocks in this game. So UCU just needing to sort out that net defense, because in the previous set that they won, it was only attack that were better than Sporters, but they didn't get any block. Good pick. Mark O'Mara this time is blocked. Oh, very good defense, but unfortunately Alan unable to keep it in place. I think that's a wonderful hit from Mark O'Mara. He's blocked once and he comes back again and is able to just get a score. Alan with the pick. Johnson shut down this time. Very good watch, good eyes from Mark and the middle blocker there, Eli. Look at those hands, just sending them high over. Alan just really sitting down in that receiver attack role for you can see he's actually at some point passing those balls. Tough luck there for UCU. Very good read from Otim Dickens. Eli gets that high touch, but unfortunately Ogusu is unable to save it. I see Modest there advertising the playoffs that are happening right now in Rwanda today. Already the ongoing game is on against between APR ladies versus Kepler, and he's talking about how APR ladies versus APR RRA, and now he's advertising Kepler taking on APR for men. But at the moment we are watching Ugandan volleyball. Sport is taking on UCU. So much to look out for on this side as well. For those interested in watching Rwanda playoffs, he mentions that you can catch those games on B&B Sports Agency on YouTube, but you need to subscribe to that channel for you to be able to share your comments while watching. But what a hit from Mark O'Mara through the pipe. I tell you, we are seeing a completely different UCU than what we saw in the first set. The setter just playing all his options, all his combinations to get his attackers to have almost no blockers. Jonathan off the hands of that is Opus and Ian in position 2. Of course, that being his very interesting position, his beloved position. He's able to get as many points as he can. Service error for Jonathan. UCU within 1 point away from spot ace. Tough set there for Moses. I think there was a bit of miscommunication there from Moses and Samuel. You can see Samuel jumping so far away. Change substitution for Spotters. JB is coming on for the service, and we know that's a service defense substitution. But I tell you, Ian this time had good eyes on Samuel there, and I think that dump should have been picked by Opus. Mark O'Mara is passing really well. Opus one-man block, ball is kept alive. And Johnson going for the dump this time, choosing not to go for the big swing. Ball is on court, ladies and gentlemen. It is on court, but look at that pass that Mark O'Mara is sending in. I think right now he's the most consistent receiver that UCU is having, even much more than Ogusul, the libero. JB, Scott S. libero, now playing receiver attacker, is going into the service. It's a good service. Defense. Opus. Again, the touch is there. Moses will go to Johnson. Quick set. Quick swing. You know Johnson Rukundo as one of those very fast outside attackers. You can see the ball is going slow, but the swing is very fast. And Moses is using all his options. Sport S is defending well in the backcourt. 4-point lead for Sport S. We are getting into the most crucial time of this game. But I tell you, I think Opus is struggling a little bit on the ball there because he's not getting those hard hits down. Very good eyes from Samuel Ngwau this time. Opus. Oh, ball is not kept alive. Very good set from Hussein. Good distraction there for the block. But Samuel and Moses are there. Just smarter play from Opus as well. He sees that gap in the cross court and is able to get that point. Samuel through the middle, good eyes from Ian. Johnson, off system play, it doesn't quite get the court. We see you closing that 4-point gap to now 2, and with the services coming in, with them keeping up with the defense, and those errors on the side of Sport S, they're really pushing themselves. The game is still on, like I mentioned. It's late game, but they've got a big chance. Tough pick. Jonah off system. On team UCU, but we can see Agaba was watching that very closely. Rukundo was blocked, but the defense was there. Samuel Ngwau, very good pick from Opus. Mark O'Mara was hard, but doesn't quite get the court. That ball is out. Spotters once again extending their lead to 4 points, and now it's 20-point mark for them. I tell you, this game is just getting more interesting. Look at Samuel Ngwau just defending in position 6 there, with JP going to position 5. Another good service. Mark O'Mara with a good pick. This time he's able to get through the hands of Otin Dickens and give his team a much needed side out and not allow Spotters to just go further and further. Agaba in the backcourt there with JB on the pass, and Rukundo. I think he had most likely go to Rukundo Johnson because these other two are liberals, and going to JB this time. Quick set. Johnson off the hands of Hussein on that play. The passes are coming in for UCU, but the net defense is not yet really perfect for them. But Mark O'Mara is doing wonderfully on the catch, and I've not seen Kevin attack this stage. I've seen most of the sets just going to position or because they do not keep that ball alive. But I've seen few sets going to position 2 for Kevin. He's been completely sidelined in this set. Saw him attacking earlier on at the start, but I think Hussein is now just really trying to find attackers that are going to score for him. And now changes have come on. Leah is coming on for. He's coming on for Kevin. Very good service from Hussein. A double big service. Tough pick there for Jeff. Usually one of the players going to the tipping. 2 point kick for Spotters, but they're calling a timeout because I think they want this one. But a good play from UCU, closing that gap from 4 and now just 2 points away. Very good service from Hussein to put this team in the game. Back to the middle, or Team Dickens with that massive hit. Oh, just sending it hard to Obutu, but what a quick set there. Substitution has been reversed. Alan is coming back on, and JP is back out. Johnson with the serve, very good thing. Yes. Oh, Hussein finally going to position 2 this time, but it's Mark O'Mara there, the captain, and gets a batting inside out. Very tense moment in the set now. 22 for Spotters, 20 for UCU. There's no error of there's no room for error right now in this game, this setting for both sides. Any error could cost both sides. Net touch has been called on UCU by the referee there. It's a delay to call it, but it's there. And substitution has been called for Spotters. 23 for Spotters, 20 for UCU. I told you this is the time where the tension is high, the pressures are all there for both sides. And you can see, I told you there is no margin of error. No one is allowed to make an error. Of course, errors will be there, and that just cost UCU that point, giving Spotters a 3-point lead in a very crucial moment. And with Malik onto the service now, what difference do he bring? Early, take the hit. I tell you, this type of thing, take the hit because they felt uncomfortable with that call from the referee, and with that good pass. Very good play. Agaba will come on this time for Johnson and not for Malik. Just to keep the passing. Ellie, we've known him, we've seen him serving very, very well. We've seen a few aces from UCU in the set. Very good pick from Agaba. Moses, Jonathan misses the court there. Chance for UCU. Big chance for them. They do not catch up now. It's going to be set point for Spotters. Ellie going easy this time. Moses will go to Alan. It's a dump. Ball is kept alive. Chance for UCU. They do get the point. 23-23 from the 4-point lead for Spotters, and it's now 23-23. Big chance for them because now they have the upper hand. They've got the service. The defense is working. So big chance for them. Ellie serving on. Moses will give Jonathan another distance. Net touch is called on Team UCU. It is set point for Sport S. Jonathan Tumukunde, we saw him missing his earlier serve. He's now going into the service box. Substitution, double substitution has been called for Sport S. That is Mululi Emmanuel coming on, and Julius, the setter, will come on as well for Jonah. Timeout has been called by Team UCU. Strategic timeout, I think, to just strategize on how they can save that first set point. And of course, Sport is also probably discussing how they can be able to get that point. I tell you, this is the time in the game where the coaches and the players are just all in their heads looking for a way to play to their advantage. Julius in the service box for Sport S. On the front court, they're having Emma, Sam, and Alan. And on the other side, it is Ellie. I tell you that ball could go to Ian, but he is shut down. Sport S takes it. What a play from Samuel Ngwao. And I could almost say, you could almost see that ball was going to Ian with all the three blockers just there waiting for him. I think if the setter had made a different choice, we could be using now. But tough luck for UCU. It's now 2-1. Sport S 2, UCU 1. I told you it was going to be an exciting game, and it is an exciting game. Looking at those stats here, Sport S has done much better again on the attacks. UCU had much more attacks in the earlier set, the second set, but now in the third set, Sport is doing well again on the blocks and on the attacks as well. UCU finally able to get in 2 blocks. They only have 2 blocks in this game so far, and Sport is sitting at 9 blocks. But errors, both teams balancing out. So I told you how UCU needs to get that net defense on. They want to put up a bigger challenge in this game so far. And that is why Sport is doing a bit better than them in this set and even in the first set as well, because both teams had no blocks in the second set. But let's wait for that fourth set. It's an advantage now to Sport S, and UC with 1 set down. They still have a chance in this fourth set to maybe go to 5 sets. Just have to wait and see what they could do differently. Fourth set underway. No changes for Sporters. Jonah with that high hit. And changes, one change just for UCU. You see Blair is now starting and Kevin is starting outside. We've not seen Nixon come on in this game at all. We don't know what the reason could be, but he's not started at all. Whoa, what a block from Tumukunde. Jonathan just shutting down Opus there. One-man block just sends that ball on his side. Nowhere through for Opus. And I mentioned earlier that this is the difference that Sporters is bringing in this game. They're having much better net defense, while UC is doing so well on the attack. But then there comes Blair with an error, unfortunately. But you can see he's swinging very hard. And that being his first swing of the set, I think he could do better later on. Oh, very good service from Eli Naguma. Ace service. Lucky serve for him though. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are watching online, thank you for staying on. I have not forgotten about you. The game is just really intense and interesting, but I know you're there. Thank you for tuning in. This time, Eli Naguma missing the court, unfortunately, with that error. For Team Dickens with the service, going after Marco Barra again. Oh, very quick play there through the middle for Ian. You can see him turning, and with that net touch also helps him much more. 5-5. What an interesting set we are having. Oh, Samuel Ngwau through the middle once again. I always find it very risky but interesting when the setter just gives that ball to the middle. It's almost in position 4, and you can see the middle has 2 blockers there, but the setter will still go to the middle. I've seen Hussein doing it, and now I'm seeing Moses also, and their middles are just really able to score. Very good touch off the block. Very good hit from Opus, high off the hands. And he gets that much needed side out for his team. I think Opus is really doing well. Very calm player for his side. He's just getting his part in for the team. Tough pick for Alan. He struggled a bit with the pass since that second set. What a hit this time from Ian. Very quick set through the middle. He almost has no one there, but I think Alan seemed to be there, but he jumps a bit late on that block. UCU with the lead in the set, 7 points for them, 6 for Sport S, 2 sets for Sport S, and 1 for UCU. Hussein going for the dump. Agava watching very, very well. Very good defense from Ogusul. Mark O'Mara, this time Samuel Ngwau all over that ball and shutting him down. Just to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, on that defense from Agava, he was one of the best. He was actually the best libero in the, not the recently concluded Zone 5, but the former Zone 5, the one that happened last year, the previous year, 2023 November. He was given that won that good defense from him. I'm just talking about him, and look at that defense that he's brought in. One of the best liberos that we are having here. Yeah, I don't want you people to think that I won't talk about Ogusul. He's also a very good libero. He's getting in also the very good defenses. Tough pick there for Puss. Moses going to Tumukunde. Look at that defense as well from Ogusul. Sorry, that is Johnson coming back again. Mark O'Mara down the line, but that is a net touch called on Sport S. Very good hit down the line. Jonathan on that, but a little too much power for him to keep it alive. Jonah with that beautiful hit on the backcourt in 1. Samuel Ngwau missing the court once again. I don't know, he's looking for the receiver attacker there in position 5, and he's missed the court 2 times now, trying to serve on that side. Johnson looking for the line there, but that will give UCU their first lead of the game. The second time they are taking the lead in this game. Hussein again with a good service going to Rukundo. Oh, Moses, quick set through the middle. Comes Otim Dickens with that quick hit. Mark O'Mara is there, but I think there's just a little bit of space there between him and Eli, and they're unable to defend that ball. Otim Dickens, captain of Sports, we've seen him play for the Uganda national team. Very, very swift middle player. Good pick from Ogusul. Blair with the dump, he does get that point. Sort of seemed like the ball was a little off system for him, but he finds a solution, and that is what the setter would want from his attacker. You play the ball fast and then communication afterwards. A pick, Moses will go to Rukundo. Oh, cross-court play. Gets that point, much needed side out for Sporters to get back level. Johnson on the service. Ogusul is just on that play. Our team defense going very far, following the setter and Eli just moving a bit on that play, getting that very good play in. Big swing, almost denting the living tracks in our ground here at NSAMBYA Sports Arena. Naguma Eddie service. Oh, miscommunication. Moses will do the easiest play there. That is to Mukunde Jonathan with that big swing, just getting it off the hands of the blockers. Much needed side out for Spotters. I tell you, these teams, none is allowing the other to run away. But when we get to 14, 15 points there, I don't know what happens. Now one team just starts leading and just gets onto that fast train. Very good lines there for Moses Allen off that block there. Spotters will now have the lead of this set. Very good play from Alan on that off-system play. Tough luck for Blair and Ian on the block. For Team Dickens on the service. Ogusul is just enjoying himself on the pass. He's passing very, very well. Opus this time not going to the diagonal and going off the hands of Jonathan on the line. Smart play from him because Jonah is just closing off the diagonal. And Opus watching that very, very well. Bringing back UCU on level with Sport S. Moses will go to Jonah again. That is a statement in from Tumukunde, sort of like tit for tat against Opus. I think Jonah just hit very, very high on that play, and Ian was a bit late to get that block in. Spotters back in the lead, 1 point lead. Jonah on the service now. They are going after Opus. Hussein going to Opus. Very wonderful hit. Cross-court hit from the young man. Beautiful play. And I think also very good set from Hussein. Delays Sam a bit there on the block. Moses, not sure, just giving that ball to Sam. Ian jump setting that ball, but he is going to be called a foul there, 2 touches. And you could almost see him already sure that the referee was going to call him that error as he tries to send that ball to Mark Ibarra. Because the setter is on the front court, so 2 attackers. Going to the young man Ian behind, but with Rukundo Johnson just watching closely. He knows who he is supposed to block, and he just sends back Ian, shutting him down. Alan going safe on the service. Very good save. It's a free ball for Sport S. Agaba all over it this time. Moses going to Johnson out. And that is another statement hit from Sport S. But what a defense there for UCU. Now calling their first time out in this set. Very good play from Moses' effort setting that ball. But I think that ball could still have been kept alive there by Ogusul and Opus in the backcourt. But unfortunately, they do not keep it alive. Sport S with a 3-point lead, 17 for Sport S, 14 for UCU. Alan on the service, Sport S back from the timeout. UCU as well. Set back on Mara. Quick side out, much needed side out. That is what you want when you come out of a timeout, because the timeout is to find solutions, and you need to get them fast. Now, Ian going into service. He wants to go after Alan on the service. You can see him talking to his players to change the screen. does go after Alan, but that giving Moses a chance to send the ball to Johnson Rukundo. I don't know what you guys think, those who are watching online, but I think Johnson Rukundo, for a player who hasn't played in a long time, he's doing quite well today. He's done very, very well, and that shows you what level of talent and skill he has. Substitution, Samuel Engwao is going to be taken out for JB. John Bosco Tembo on the service. I think the coach is not taking chances this time. I also talked about Amanya Kevin as well for UCU, although he's been subbed out with the set, but I think he's been one of those match improved players for UCU as well. Mark O'Mara going for the dump ball is kept alive. Moses will go to Jonah. He's saying going to Mark O'Mara this time. Very smart play from the captain off the hands of Moses. I think Mark O'Mara is doing very well on those off-system balls. JB. Very good service. Oh, Otim Dickens through the middle. Chance for UCU. They could be able to get a side out and maybe push, but Sport S is still maintaining their lead. Chance again for UCU. What a hit from Mark O'Mara. I told you with that defense, with those three balls coming in, it could happen, and it does happen. UCU closing that gap from 3 points all the way, and now just within 1 point away to catch up. Sporters is now calling their first time out of this set as well. And finally, UCU able to get that much needed side out. A change will come in for Sporters. Muludi Emmanuel is back on court for Johnson Tumukunde. UCU with a big chance for sure. Muludi this time ripped through the block of Eli there. Sporters back in the lead, 1 point lead. But I tell you, it's a late game, business time of the set, business time of the game for Sporters, business time of the game for UCU. 2 sets for Sporters, 1 for UCU. Moses in the service box. Oh, Blair, does he get the touch off the hands? Yes, he does. And you can see him just rotate all the way through on that hit. He really was looking to get that block touch off the hands, and he does get it. Very smart play from the young man. Play. Jonah, missing the court for the first time in this business end of the set. UCU has now taken the lead. They've closed that gap all the way from 14-17 and now 20-19. I see us going into a 5th set, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think, those who are watching us online, but the game is still on. Jonah, this time finding the court, but it's going to be I almost said it's a free ball, but that ball doesn't cross over, and that is the point for Sport S. I think you sort of thinking that's an overreach, but it is not an overreach. It is reverse substitution for Team Sport S. JB Alan is back on court. Agaba was on for him, the libero position. Blair with a big UCU on fire. Very good set from Hussein, watching closely on that play. Daniel Goop right there, I mentioned how he is injured and not able to play. But look at that hit from Jonah. I told you we are into the business end of the set. It's a time for tension, time for pressure on both sides. Reverse substitution for Spotted. Samuel Engwau is back on court and Malik Damulira will come on for Otim Dickens on service. Service. Marco Mara on the side, able to rip through the hands of Samuel Engwau. UCU on fire. They are trying to get us into 5 sets. And if we do go into 5 sets, of course, each team will be having a point until we finalize the game to see who takes it away. But the game is still on. Substitution for UCU. Oumo is going to come on for Opus, and I think that's a blocking strategy just to get in a higher block. Oh, and it's a service error from Blair. This crucial moment, I think he wanted to risk it all, but he doesn't quite get the service. Substitution has been reversed, and Opus will come back on. Oumo is back out. Akampa, Victor, you're asking if there are any more games. Unfortunately, this is the last game of the day. I mentioned it when I was starting this commentary. This is the final game of today. But tomorrow we are having 4 games, 9 a.m., 11, 2, and 4 p.m. Here at NSAMBYA Sports Arena as well. Substitution, double sub coming on for UCU. They're going to bring on Ayela in the opposite position. Ayela is a middle blocker for UCU. 23 for UCU, 22 for Sport S. Chance for UCU to go to set point. Oh, shut down Mark O'Mara. They do not get that chance. Sport's block proving to be very lethal once again. And that is, I mentioned earlier that is the difference they were bringing to this game. But UCU, what difference are they bringing? It's on the attack. And when the attack hasn't worked out, they've been blocked, and Suarez has really tried to find a way through. But now 23-23. I'm just wondering who is going to go on that service, on that. Mark O'Mara with the dump. Ball is kept alive. Chance for Scotland. Really, Emmanuel taking us to match point 14 Scotland. But the game is still on, ladies and gentlemen. Alan on the service. Look at that defense from Tumukunde, watching closely, and a very good court awareness from Moses, knowing where his attacker is in that moment. He knows Emma hasn't reached out and just sends that ball halfway for him to get it, catching those blockers off guard. Second timeout for UCU in this game. After that huge comeback, now Sport is sitting at match point. Let's wait and see what the result could be from the timeout, because we've seen every time they've had a timeout, they've really been able to side out. Much needed timeout, much needed point for both sides, really. One to keep UCU in this game and one to give Sporters the game. Duke there on the bench, I mentioned he's available today for his team, but he's got a hamstring injury, and unfortunately he cannot get on court today. Look, touch chance again for UCU. Mark O'Mara. Where is it? Touch save. Where is it going? Muruli Emmanuel. Oh, save. Chance for Spotted. Free ball. Where is it going to? It is over, ladies and gentlemen. Spotted takes this game away. Three sets to one. What a play. What a difference. I told you the difference they are bringing to this game is the blocking, and they've done well on that net defense. Moses just going to Samuel and wow on that hit. What a play. Shot block through the middle. That is Hussein there. And very good eyes from Moses. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hard luck to Team UC. Good fight, good defense as they've gone through this game. And congratulations to Spotters to come back from that zone 5, to come back from their past 2 losses against Nemosters and KCCA, and now push themselves back into the lead on top of the table. They will go 2 points ahead of Nemosters, and they'll claim that lead on the table. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a wonderful day, and of course, I, Shamira, always with you. For those that have tuned in and have been watching with us online, thank you so much for tuning in. And for those who still want to watch more volleyball, Kubana Mones has told you to watch on P&B Sports Agency the playoffs in Rwanda are taking place right now. But good games today, and I'll see you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. 4 games. 9 a.m., 11, 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. here at NSAMBYA Sports Arena. If you're able to be here physically, entrance is free. Please come and watch the games. But that is it from me, and I'll see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. Have a lovely evening.